I want to talk about something we all reach for, yet sometimes struggle to achieve: transformation. The journey of becoming a better version of ourselves, leaving behind what no longer serves us and stepping into a future defined not by where we've been, but by who we are ready to become. Have you ever felt like you're in a rut, going through the same routines, the same struggles day after day? Maybe you feel stuck, like life is happening to you instead of through you. It's like we're running on a hamster wheel, expending energy, but not really moving forward. That feeling right there, that frustration, that spark of desire for something different, that's where change begins. It's time to reset your life in a world that never stops. Stepping back to disconnect may feel counterintuitive, but it's a powerful starting point for true transformation. Many of us go through life absorbed in a constant barrage of notifications, emails, social media posts, and the expectations others impose on us. We are always on, rarely giving ourselves permission to slow down, let alone completely disconnect. And yet it's this very disconnect that can provide clarity, a chance to reset and tune into ourselves, to drown out the noise and listen to what we genuinely need and want. Embracing disconnection isn't about running away from responsibilities. It's about granting yourself a moment to breathe and reflect. Imagine that every day we're bombarded by dozens, sometimes hundreds of tiny distractions that chip away at our attention. Social media platforms are designed to hold our focus. Algorithms keep us scrolling, and every little notification pulls us out of whatever we're doing. These interruptions, as trivial as they may seem individually, add up. They create a constant state of partial attention, and over time, they pull us further away from ourselves. It becomes difficult to focus on personal goals and even harder to assess whether the direction we're heading in is one we actually desire. Disconnection is essential to break this cycle. It's a conscious act of reclaiming control over our time and mental energy. When we choose to disconnect, we can better hear our inner voice. In silence, we're forced to confront what often gets buried under daily distractions: our thoughts, our feelings, our worries, and our desires. Without this space, we end up drifting, sometimes working toward goals that may not even align with our values. Disconnection allows us to finally ask ourselves important questions. What do I really want? What's missing? What can I change? These aren't always easy questions to answer, but they're necessary if we want to gain clarity on our path forward. Disconnection doesn't have to be extreme or permanent. Sometimes it's as simple as spending an hour or two each day unplugged, away from screens, letting our minds wander or reflect. This break from constant connectivity also brings our minds into a state where they can reset. Think about it, our brains, much like computers, perform better after a reboot in moments of stillness. We get a mental reset that renews our capacity for creativity and problem solving. There's a reason some of our best ideas often come to us when we're alone, in the shower, or away from our phones. When our brains aren't overloaded, they have the freedom to process information, solve complex problems, and come up with innovative solutions that might otherwise be stifled. Creativity flourishes in stillness. By disconnecting, we not only make room for deep thinking, but also improve our ability to navigate life with clearer vision and purpose. One powerful benefit of disconnecting is that it grants us the opportunity to evaluate our relationships and priorities. Sometimes we find ourselves so deeply entangled in external demands that we lose sight of what and who truly matters. In our modern world, it's easy to get caught up in others' lives, comparing ourselves, measuring our worth against a carefully curated highlight reel of other people's achievements, relationships, and experiences. This connection frees us from these superficial pressures, giving us time to focus on ourselves and the people who are genuinely important to us. This reset also provides perspective, allowing us to reestablish boundaries around how we spend our time and energies. It's a chance to ask who and what in my life truly align with my values and bring me joy. This process is also vital for mental health. The cycle of constant connectivity and comparison is a major source of stress and anxiety. When we're perpetually engaged, we don't give ourselves a chance to process our feelings and experiences. Disconnection allows for mental rejuvenation, reducing stress and anxiety, helping us come back to our lives refreshed and more grounded. Instead of running from one task to another, we have time to engage in activities that bring peace, such as meditation, journaling, or simply going for a walk. These activities aren't trivial, they allow us to recharge, putting us in a healthier state to deal with challenges when we return. As we disconnect, it's essential to also consider the importance of reconnecting, but with intentionality. We're not stepping away just to avoid responsibilities or ignore the world. We're stepping away to return with renewed focus, understanding what deserves our time and attention. When we go back online, re-engage with friends, family, and work, we can do so with a more profound sense of purpose and boundary. We can choose how to engage with the world, not out of obligation, but out of intention and clarity. Reconnection becomes a choice rather than a reflex. We come back to our lives with a greater awareness of our values and with a clearer path forward. In this intentional return, we often find that we're more resilient and equipped to manage life's challenges. Because we've had a chance to reset, we approach difficulties with a clearer mind and a renewed spirit. We've taken the time to listen to ourselves and our needs, and this awareness gives us the power to act rather than react. We've broken free from the autopilot mode that often drives our lives, and we're now living with greater agency, aligned with what truly matters to us. Disconnection isn't a retreat, it's a powerful step forward. In choosing to disconnect, we're making a commitment to ourselves to live with intention and purpose. This act of disconnection is an investment in our mental clarity, our goals, and our well-being. Embracing disconnection may feel uncomfortable or even intimidating at first, but it's often in the discomfort that growth happens. By stepping back, we create a path not only to clarity, but to a life that's more aligned with who we genuinely are and who we want to become. So consider this: the next time you feel overwhelmed or disconnected from yourself, remember that sometimes the best way forward is to step back. Embrace disconnection not as an escape, but as a journey toward a more intentional, fulfilling life. Give yourself permission to let go of the noise and reconnect with your own voice. Because it's in this stillness, in this disconnection, that true transformation begins. Taking the time to evaluate and redefine our goals is a vital step in transforming our lives. Often, we move through life with goals that were shaped by external expectations, social norms, or habits we picked up without much thought. Yet if we are seeking real, meaningful change, then we must step back and reflect on where we are going and why. Redefining our goals involves diving deep into our values, beliefs, and true aspirations, discovering the motivations that fuel us, and assessing whether our current path aligns with who we genuinely want to be. Evaluating our goals is more than just making a checklist. It's a personal inventory of where we've come from, where we are, and where we want to go. Many of us operate with goals we set years ago, sometimes even based on what others told us we should want. We might chase career titles, certain income levels, or relationship ideals that seem universally desirable, but don't always resonate with our authentic selves. This often leads to dissatisfaction or feeling stuck because we're pursuing goals that don't satisfy our core needs and desires. Taking time to assess our goals, asking ourselves what truly makes us happy, what aligns with our values, and what legacy we wish to leave is the foundation of a fulfilling life. In this process, it's essential to identify our intrinsic motivations. These are the drivers within us, the why behind our actions, and the things that inspire us at a deep level. Goals fueled by intrinsic motivation, those connected to our growth, creativity, and passion, tend to be more sustainable and fulfilling. For instance, if you're pursuing a career simply for financial stability, it might satisfy your immediate needs, but it may not lead to long-term fulfillment if it doesn't resonate with your passion or curiosity. Conversely, goals that align with our intrinsic motivations give us a reason to keep going even when times get tough. They bring out our best qualities and help us engage fully in what we're doing. Redefining our goals also means being willing to let go of goals that no longer serve us. Many of us cling to outdated ambitions out of habit, fear, or societal pressure. We might have goals tied to accomplishments we wanted years ago but have since outgrown. Holding on to these outdated goals can drain our energy and lead to frustration because we are no longer passionate about them. It can feel hard to let go, as if we are giving up or failing, but in reality, letting go of old goals is a courageous act of self-honesty. It frees up our energy and attention to focus on pursuits that are aligned with our current values and aspirations rather than who we used to be. Redefining our goals means embracing flexibility in how we achieve them. Life is full of unexpected turns, and rigid goals can limit our ability to adapt. Sometimes the path we envision isn't as straightforward as we thought, or circumstances outside our control alter the way forward. Being willing to adjust our approach without abandoning our vision is a mark of resilience. For instance, if someone's goal is to become an artist, but life circumstances require them to take a different job for a period, they might redefine their goal to find creative ways to practice art on the side. This adaptability doesn't mean settling, it means staying true to the underlying purpose, even when the plan changes. As we evaluate our goals, it's also important to consider the impact of our aspirations on our overall well-being and relationships. Often people chase ambitious goals at the expense of their health, happiness, and connections with loved ones. We've all heard stories of people who spent years climbing the career ladder only to realize they lost touch with the things and people they loved most. Redefining goals with a balanced perspective helps us create ambitions that uplift all areas of our life rather than drain us. It's about creating goals that align with a holistic sense of well-being and fulfillment, ensuring that they support our mental and physical health, our personal relationships, and our peace of mind. During this reevaluation, it can be helpful to engage in practices like journaling, meditation, or talking with a trusted friend or mentor. These practices can help us get clarity as they allow us to step back and observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. Writing in a journal, for example, can help us see patterns in our desires and frustrations that reveal what we truly want. Meditation can create a mental space where we can observe our thoughts without immediately acting on them, which helps us see our motivations more clearly. Conversations with others, especially those who understand our values, can offer insights that we may not have noticed on our own. Each of these practices can deepen our understanding of what we genuinely want and help us redefine our goals accordingly. As we redefine our goals, it's helpful to break them down into actionable steps. Big dreams are exciting, but they can also be overwhelming if we don't have a clear plan for achieving them. By breaking goals into smaller, manageable steps, we create a roadmap that feels achievable. For instance, if someone has a goal of writing a book, breaking it down into a daily writing practice, setting deadlines for each chapter, or joining a writer's group can make it feel less daunting. These small steps build momentum, helping us make consistent progress without feeling overwhelmed by the big picture. Another key part of redefining goals is setting clear timelines and checking in with ourselves regularly. Periodically evaluating our progress allows us to stay on track, make adjustments as needed, and celebrate our achievements along the way. It's easy to get lost in daily tasks and lose sight of our larger vision, but setting aside time every few months to reflect on our progress keeps us aligned with our goals. These regular check-ins give us a chance to celebrate the small wins, address any setbacks, and stay motivated for the journey ahead. When we redefine our goals, we're actively taking charge of our lives. We're choosing to live by design rather than by default. This intentionality empowers us to make decisions that align with our values, bring us joy, and move us closer to our desired future. It gives us a sense of purpose and direction that transcends external pressures and expectations. When we are clear on our goals, we move with conviction, and this inner clarity radiates outward, affecting our relationships, our work, and our overall quality of life. Redefining our goals is an act of self-respect and self-love. It's an acknowledgement that we deserve to pursue a life that resonates with our authentic selves. It's about giving ourselves permission to let go of what's not meant for us and to embrace a path that aligns with who we are today. This clarity of purpose and alignment with our values creates a deep sense of fulfillment, allowing us to experience growth and happiness on our terms. As we continue to evaluate and refine our goals, we create a life that feels rich and meaningful, one that we can look back on with pride and contentment. Investing in self-improvement and growth is one of the most powerful and transformative commitments we can make to ourselves. At its core, self-improvement isn't just about acquiring new skills or knowledge. It's a holistic journey that touches every aspect of our lives, our physical health, mental well-being, emotional intelligence, and the way we interact with the world. When we choose to actively work on ourselves, we set the stage for ongoing personal development that enables us to handle life's challenges with resilience, cultivate meaningful relationships, and pursue our dreams with purpose and passion. Investing in our own growth is an investment in a better future, not just for ourselves, but for everyone we touch. A critical part of self-improvement is developing a growth mindset, a concept introduced by psychologist Carol Dweck. A growth mindset is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed with time and effort, as opposed to being fixed traits. When we adopt a growth mindset, we view challenges as opportunities for learning and see failures as a stepping stone to future success. This shift in perspective empowers us to step out of our comfort zone and embrace new experiences, even if they seem daunting at first. With a growth mindset, we stop fearing failure and instead start appreciating the value of persistence, effort, and resilience. We realize that every setback holds a lesson, and each challenge strengthens us for the next stage of our journey. Another vital component of self-improvement is identifying our strengths and weaknesses. Understanding what we're naturally good at and areas where we need to improve can help us set realistic and impactful goals. For example, if someone is skilled at public speaking but struggles with time management, they can work to maintain and expand their speaking skills while dedicating time to improving their ability to organize and prioritize tasks. Knowing our strengths allows us to capitalize on them, and understanding our weaknesses gives us the chance to address them. This self-awareness forms the foundation of personal growth, helping us make informed decisions about what we should focus on to become more well-rounded and capable individuals. Developing discipline is another crucial aspect of self-improvement. Discipline isn't something we're born with. It's a skill that's cultivated through consistent effort and commitment. Many of us set goals but struggle to follow through because we lack the discipline to stay on track. True discipline means showing up for ourselves daily, even when we're tired, discouraged, or tempted to quit. Discipline helps us build routines that support our goals, like waking up early to exercise, dedicating time to reading, or practicing a skill regularly. When we make self-improvement a non-negotiable part of our daily lives, we create positive habits that compound over time, leading to transformative change. Discipline isn't about being rigid or punishing ourselves. It's about being committed to the future we want to create. Self-improvement also involves taking care of our physical and mental well-being, as they are foundational to our growth. Physical health, for instance, is often underestimated in the self-improvement journey, yet it plays a significant role in our energy levels, focus, and resilience. Exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep contribute to a healthier body and sharper mind, enabling us to approach challenges with clarity and strength. Mental health is equally important, as it affects our mood, mindset, and ability to manage stress. Activities like meditation, journaling, and mindfulness help us stay grounded and in tune with our emotions. When we prioritize our physical and mental health, we create a strong foundation that supports all other aspects of our personal growth. Learning new skills and expanding our knowledge base is another powerful way to invest in self-improvement. Lifelong learning keeps our minds active and adaptable, ensuring that we remain open to change and able to navigate new situations. Whether it's learning a new language, mastering a professional skill, or picking up a creative hobby, learning something new challenges us and fosters resilience. This not only adds to our practical skill set, but also builds our confidence. Every new skill we learn, every book we read, and every course we complete adds value to our lives and deepens our understanding of the world. By committing to continuous learning, we stay relevant, adaptable, and prepared for the unknown future. Self-improvement isn't solely an individual pursuit, it also affects how we interact with others. As we work on ourselves, we become more compassionate, empathetic, and understanding. Developing emotional intelligence, for example, helps us communicate better, resolve conflicts, and build stronger relationships. Emotional intelligence involves being aware of our own emotions and the emotions of others, as well as managing these emotions effectively. This skill is invaluable as it improves our interactions with colleagues, friends, family, and even strangers. When we're emotionally intelligent, we can handle difficult situations calmly, understand different perspectives, and build connections based on mutual respect and empathy. This makes us not only better individuals, but also better partners, friends, and leaders. Another aspect of self-improvement is setting and achieving personal goals, which helps us build self-confidence and self-efficacy. When we set realistic, measurable goals and work towards them, we reinforce our belief in our own abilities. Each goal we accomplish strengthens our confidence and motivates us to take on bigger challenges. This cycle of setting and achieving goals is a powerful motivator, showing us that we are capable of growth and success. For example, if someone sets a goal to run a 5K, the discipline and effort it takes to train and reach that goal not only improve their physical fitness, but also build mental resilience. Success in one area often spills over into others, making us more confident in all aspects of life. Self-improvement is about cultivating a positive mindset. It's easy to focus on our shortcomings or compare ourselves to others, but a positive mindset shifts our focus to progress rather than perfection. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges or setbacks. It means choosing to see them as part of the growth process. With a positive outlook, we're more likely to persevere through difficult times, celebrate our achievements, and approach life with gratitude. This mindset makes the journey of self-improvement rewarding and fulfilling as we learn to appreciate our efforts and embrace each step as an opportunity for growth. The journey of self-improvement and growth is a lifelong process, not a destination. It's a commitment to becoming the best version of ourselves, bit by bit, day by day. As we grow, we unlock potential we didn't know existed, discover strengths we hadn't noticed, and develop resilience we can rely on in times of hardship. Each small effort contributes to a life that is rich with purpose, passion, and possibility. Investing in our growth not only transforms our own lives, but also impacts those around us, creating a ripple effect of positivity and progress. In choosing to prioritize self-improvement, we choose a life of intentional growth, resilience, and lasting fulfillment. Letting go of what no longer serves you is a crucial step in resetting and transforming your life. Often, we find ourselves holding on to habits, mindsets, or even relationships that drain our energy or hinder our progress. Over time, these can become invisible weights, holding us back from reaching our full potential. Letting go doesn't mean ignoring responsibilities or abandoning commitments lightly. It means making a deliberate choice to remove what impedes growth and to focus on what aligns with our goals and values. One of the first steps in this process is identifying the specific habits, routines, or people that no longer contribute to your well-being. This requires self-reflection, as it's not always obvious what's holding you back. Sometimes these habits are things we've done for so long that they feel natural, even if they're no longer beneficial. For instance, staying up late every night might feel like a routine, but if it's causing fatigue and reducing productivity, it may be time to reevaluate. Similarly, relationships that were once uplifting may have become negative or stagnant over time. Recognizing these patterns helps us see where we need to make changes. Letting go can also involve releasing limiting beliefs, the mental blocks we carry that prevent us from pursuing opportunities or seeing our true potential. These beliefs often stem from past experiences, self-doubt, or fear of failure. Thoughts like "I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed," or "people will judge me" can create an invisible ceiling that limits what we believe we can achieve. Shedding these beliefs is essential for growth, as it opens the door to new possibilities and gives us permission to pursue our dreams. Overcoming limiting beliefs may take time and conscious effort, often involving affirmations, therapy, or guidance from mentors, but the result is a mindset that supports rather than sabotages your journey. An important part of letting go is accepting that change can be uncomfortable. It's natural to feel resistance when moving away from familiar habits or relationships, even if they aren't serving us. Humans tend to find comfort in the familiar, and breaking old patterns can feel unsettling. This discomfort is part of the growth process. It's a signal that we're stepping outside our comfort zones and making room for something new. By embracing this discomfort rather than avoiding it, we give ourselves the freedom to grow. When we let go, we're creating space for new habits, connections, and opportunities that align more closely with our values. Letting go can also involve simplifying your life, reducing clutter, and prioritizing what truly matters. Many of us accumulate material possessions, commitments, and social obligations that weigh us down. Simplifying by eliminating excess can provide clarity and peace of mind. Whether it's decluttering a workspace, reducing commitments that don't serve your goals, or limiting time spent on unproductive activities, simplifying can be a powerful act of self-care. It allows you to focus on what brings value to your life, creating a foundation for positive change. When our environment reflects our intentions, it becomes easier to stay motivated and focused on what matters. Releasing what no longer serves us is also an act of self-respect and self-love. It's a decision to honor our well-being and prioritize our happiness. We deserve to be surrounded by people who support us, to engage in activities that uplift us, and to cultivate a mindset that empowers us. By letting go, we reaffirm our commitment to living authentically and meaningfully, unburdened by the constraints of past patterns. This process is an essential part of transformation. It allows us to step into our true selves, free from the weight of things that hold us back. Embracing change and welcoming new experiences is fundamental for personal growth and transformation. While it can feel daunting to step into the unknown, embracing change allows us to grow, learn, and discover parts of ourselves that might otherwise remain hidden. Change is the gateway to progress, innovation, and a more fulfilling life. It requires courage, adaptability, and openness, but the rewards are immense. We gain resilience, broaden our perspectives, and unlock new opportunities. One of the most powerful aspects of embracing change is the personal growth it fosters. When we face new experiences, we're often required to develop skills we may not have used before. For example, starting a new job, moving to a new city, or learning a new skill can challenge us to adapt quickly, think creatively, and be resourceful. These situations stretch us, forcing us to step out of our comfort zones and broaden our capabilities. Through this process, we learn about our strengths and weaknesses and build confidence in our ability to handle unexpected situations. Each change we face becomes a building block, adding to our resilience and capacity to take on future challenges with greater ease. Embracing new experiences also leads to a more enriched life. Routine and predictability can bring comfort, but they can also lead to stagnation. When we allow ourselves to explore the unknown, we open up to a world of possibilities, discovering new interests, hobbies, and passions. This can involve traveling to new places, trying different types of food, learning a foreign language, or even just meeting new people. Each new experience expands our perspective, helping us to see the world and ourselves in new ways. This broadened perspective helps us develop empathy, curiosity, and a more inclusive understanding of the world, enriching our lives and deepening our connection to others. Change also teaches us the importance of adaptability. In a rapidly changing world, the ability to adapt is essential for personal and professional success. Life often presents unexpected events, from career shifts to changes in personal relationships or health. When we learn to embrace change instead of resisting it, we become more adaptable and better equipped to handle life's twists and turns. This adaptability becomes a valuable skill that can help us stay grounded during transitions, make better decisions, and find creative solutions in challenging situations. Instead of seeing change as something to fear, we start to view it as an opportunity for growth and improvement. Stepping into new experiences also encourages us to confront our fears. Often the resistance to change is rooted in fear of the unknown or fear of failure. We worry about making mistakes, not meeting expectations, or being judged by others. However, when we choose to embrace change, we confront these fears head on and begin to see them as a natural part of the growth process. Facing our fears teaches us that mistakes are learning opportunities and that setbacks are part of the journey toward success. Over time, we develop a healthier relationship with failure, viewing it as a stepping stone rather than a roadblock. This mindset shift empowers us to take risks, pursue our dreams, and build resilience. Another benefit of embracing change is that it helps us live in the present moment. When we're open to new experiences, we naturally become more present, engaged, and curious. Change has a way of awakening our senses, making us more aware of our surroundings and experiences. Whether we're navigating a new environment, meeting new people, or learning something unfamiliar, we're more likely to be fully present, soaking in the details and appreciating the moment. This presence not only enhances our experience, but also boosts our sense of gratitude and fulfillment. It reminds us to value each moment, seeing life as an ongoing journey filled with learning and discovery. Embracing change empowers us to redefine our identity. We often label ourselves based on past experiences, habits, or societal expectations, but change gives us the chance to break free from these limitations. When we welcome new experiences, we start to see ourselves as adaptable, multidimensional beings capable of transformation. This flexibility and self-identity is liberating. It allows us to reinvent ourselves, pursue new paths, and redefine what happiness and success mean for us. By embracing change, we learn that who we are is not fixed, it's fluid and ever-evolving. This awareness empowers us to make choices that align with our current values and aspirations rather than being held back by outdated self-perceptions. In essence, embracing change and new experiences enriches our lives in countless ways. It helps us grow, adapt, confront our fears, and live more fully in the moment. This openness to change doesn't just transform us, it gives us the tools to navigate an ever-changing world with confidence and purpose. Through each new experience, we build a life that is dynamic, resilient, and deeply fulfilling. Embracing change allows us to step into our fullest potential, unlocking a life of possibility, discovery, and endless personal growth. Cultivating a positive mindset is one of the most transformative actions we can take on the journey to personal growth and fulfillment. Our mindset shapes the way we perceive the world, influences our reactions to challenges, and plays a significant role in determining our overall happiness. When we focus on cultivating positivity, we empower ourselves to face life's ups and downs with resilience, adaptability, and a sense of purpose. Developing a positive mindset isn't about ignoring difficulties or pretending everything is perfect, rather. It's about choosing to approach situations with optimism, gratitude, and a focus on solutions rather than obstacles. One of the first steps in cultivating a positive mindset is to practice gratitude regularly. Gratitude is the act of appreciating the good things in our lives, no matter how small. It shifts our focus away from what we lack and toward what we have. By regularly acknowledging the things we're grateful for, we train our minds to notice more of the positive aspects of life. This simple shift in perspective can be incredibly powerful, especially in times of difficulty. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude can improve mood, reduce stress, and enhance overall well-being. Keeping a gratitude journal, for instance, where you write down 3 things you're thankful for each day, can create a lasting impact on your mental outlook, helping you see the beauty in everyday moments. Another key element of a positive mindset is developing resilience, the ability to bounce back from challenges and setbacks. Life is full of unexpected events, and having a resilient attitude enables us to navigate them with strength. Resilience doesn't mean that we don't feel disappointment, frustration, or sadness. It means that we don't let those emotions control us or prevent us from moving forward. Instead of dwelling on setbacks, a resilient mindset allows us to focus on what we can learn from the situation and how we can use that knowledge to grow. This adaptability gives us confidence that we can handle whatever comes our way, and it prevents negative experiences from diminishing our optimism and enthusiasm for life. Positive thinking also involves reframing negative thoughts and beliefs. Many of us have an internal dialogue that is sometimes overly critical or self-limiting. These thoughts might come up when we make mistakes, face rejection, or feel insecure. By learning to recognize and challenge these negative thoughts, we can replace them with more constructive and encouraging messages. For example, if a thought like "I'm not good enough" arises, we can reframe it as "I'm learning and growing with each experience." This doesn't ignore the reality of a situation, but instead focuses on personal development and self-compassion. Over time, this practice of reframing becomes second nature, leading to a healthier, more supportive inner dialogue. Visualization is another powerful tool in cultivating a positive mindset. Visualizing our goals, aspirations, and successes helps reinforce our belief in what we can achieve. By mentally picturing ourselves overcoming obstacles and achieving our dreams, we create a mental blueprint for success. Visualization helps build confidence and can make challenges seem more approachable as we're mentally preparing ourselves for success. This practice encourages us to stay focused on our goals, motivating us to take action toward achieving them with a sense of determination and optimism. Surrounding ourselves with positive influences is equally important for maintaining a positive mindset. The people we interact with on a regular basis, friends, family, colleagues, all impact our mood, energy, and outlook. When we spend time with supportive, optimistic people, their positive energy and perspective can uplift us, reinforcing our own positive mindset. Conversely, being around negativity can drain our energy and make it harder to stay optimistic. Building a network of positive, encouraging people creates an environment where we feel motivated and supported in our journey of self-improvement. This doesn't mean we should avoid people going through difficult times, but it does mean being mindful of how our relationships impact our mindset and setting boundaries when necessary. Incorporating positive habits into our daily routine also reinforces a positive mindset. Small practices like regular exercise, getting enough sleep, eating nourishing foods, and engaging in activities that bring joy contribute to overall mental and physical well-being. These habits create a strong foundation that makes it easier to stay positive, even in challenging times. Physical exercise, for instance, endorphins that boost mood, while quality sleep improves mental clarity and resilience. When we feel good physically, we're better able to maintain a positive outlook and handle life's demands. Self-compassion is essential in developing a positive mindset. Many people are their own worst critics, constantly judging themselves for perceived flaws or failures. Practicing self-compassion means treating ourselves with the same kindness, understanding, and patience we would offer a friend. It means allowing ourselves to make mistakes without harsh self-criticism, recognizing that everyone has setbacks and moments of imperfection. When we approach ourselves with self-compassion, we create a safe inner space where positivity can flourish. We begin to see ourselves as capable, worthy, and resilient, which enhances our overall sense of happiness and fulfillment. Cultivating a positive mindset is an ongoing journey that requires practice and patience. It's about making small, consistent choices to focus on what uplifts us, embrace challenges with a growth perspective, and approach ourselves and others with kindness. As we nurture a positive mindset, we begin to see life not as a series of obstacles, but as a canvas of opportunities. This outlook transforms our everyday experiences, empowering us to live with purpose, joy, and an unwavering belief in our potential to create a fulfilling, meaningful life.